I'm just praying about things usually this time of year that I want God to move in our character virtues that I need in our home. And a couple inspirations that just came to me I want to share. I was reading a devotional and it used the phrase being unflinching in trust in God's word. And I really like that phrase, that picture, that unflinching stance that says, if I heard anything today, I wouldn't even twitch if it was not lining up with God's word. Couldn't move me, even a twitch, even an inch. And I thought, that's what I want for my children. That's what we want for our students this year, to be unflinching when they are bombarded with the lies in their activities. So I started adding that this week over. I was praying for one of my sons and picturing him and the things he's going to be doing this year, and just asking, Lord, everywhere he goes, make him unflinching in his faith and God's truth. Nothing new moving him. And his name means conqueror. And so I like to, just work all that into a fun phrase as I pray that he will be unflinching in truth, and he will conquer dark kingdoms. The other thing that I wanted to pray is that I was thinking in my devotions, a friend challenged me on, have I ever studied God's goodness? And this last year, and I was saying, no, like how encouraging would that be? Sometimes I don't taste and savor God's goodness. I just kind of gulp it down and go like, where's my next meal? But if it's something bitter, if it's something in my life from the enemy, I'll just savor it like it's horseradish. It just comes out my ears and my nostrils and my eyes water, and that will linger. And I could talk about that meal of spiritual food for days and weeks. Like it was bad. But if you ask me how much I'm savoring the goodness of God and sharing that, making that last, yeah, not good at that. So one of my prayers was like, Lord, you are better at being good than the devil is at being bad. But I don't act like it, and I don't savor that, and I don't dwell on that. And so I just want you to take our lives, my husband and I, our children, and let us represent that God is better at being good than the devil is at being bad, because he's a created being. Anything he gets to do has to do with the history as a created being. But God supersedes all of that, and his goodness is so much richer and dimensional and wonderful than even that badness. But I don't show I don't spend time even praying to show that. So that's going to change this year. Lord, I'm asking that you do these things, that you make us unflinching in our trust to you, that nothing can even twitch us, and also that the goodness of God would be revealed in us, so that the world sees you are better at being a good father than the devil is at being a bad father. I mean, that just excites me. So if you feel led, join me. I want to pray that not only for my house, but for yours. So happy worship day. And don't forget to ask and seek and knock. He is a good father, and he wants to answer our prayers.